Would it be possible to enter the place of awakening during the night, when everyone is sleeping? Then we could look around, and no one would know that anyone had been there, and no one would then be upset. Scout notices you say "we" often. Scout is not sure that he wants to enter the place of awakening. Scout does not like the place. It is cold, hard, and enclosed. Scout likes the warmth and openness of the wide spaces. Scout likes places where he can run and jump, and not care what he might run into. You don't have to come with me if you don't want to. I was just thinking you may like to see what I find, and also make sure that I don't damage anything within the place of awakening or do anything wrong. But I feel like now I have to start doing things. There are too many mysteries around here. I feel like I'm missing things that I should be grasping. That's frustrating. I need to take some action now or burst. Scout understands this, Scout said, smiling at Gaia. I have been there many times. This is why I am Scout. Very well, we will do this, but it may be, as you say, best to do this at night, when most people are resting. Then we will go to the place of awakening together, and see what can be seen. In that case, I suggest we set up camp now and rest. I have a tent which is large enough for the two of us to rest in. Then, when it's fully dark, we can travel back to the village, and then see what we shall see. Even before Scout was nodding his assent, Gaia had already started to unpack the tent and prepared to assemble it. The tent was triple layered and designed to withstand strong winds and freezing temperature. It is also intended just for a single person. The tent designers, however, had intended that person to have all of their equipment in the tent and work on the equipment, so there should be plenty of room for two people with a relatively short time they'll be spending inside it. Scout seemed a little puzzled by the tent. The relatively lack of thickness in its walls, and the speed with which Gaia was able to construct it. Though the darkness within the tent did initially seem to perturb him, he seemed greatly reassured by the conditions within. Do your people live in such quick houses such as these? Scout asked. With such quick houses, your people could travel from place to place, scouting the land very quickly. My people used to use these quick houses a very long time ago, but where I'm from now, we really couldn't use these things, as the conditions don't allow us such an improvised structure. This quick house was made especially for use around here, in case I needed shelter. I didn't have enough time to build my own. I couldn't use my ship to shelter in. For several hours the two rested and occasionally talked a little, till the brightest sun had set over the horizon. Gaia then packed up the tent again, and the two prepared to walk carefully back into the village.